caught a team on a back-to-back and were able to capitalize on a chance or two and got the win.
You want to follow that third period? I think you had the first 6 or 7 shots before.
Yeah, I don't know if you. Schmitty made a lot of good saves too, so I wouldn't bottle that as
right.
but no, it's good to win. I mean, the guys tried hard, and there was a kind of lots of turnovers in the game that made it exciting both ways, and Schmitty was really good, and we capitalized on some chances, so it was good.
Dave, I know we keep harping on this theme, but we were just asking the players about this. Quite a different feeling walking off the ice for the last time in this building this year versus last season.
Yeah, last season you couldn't get off quick enough. Tonight, I think guys enjoyed themselves out there, and it is a different feeling. We just the atmosphere around our team. You see the way a guy like Max plays tonight. There's lots of hope here, So we took a step forward, but there's still lots more work to be done.
We asked you this morning about the home record, and that's just an example of the progress that you need that growth. But that's one area that 11 more wins on home ice this season. It's a nice jump.
It's a start. Yeah, it's a start. So that's like I say, there's lots of work to do, but there is we'll come out of this season. There's some positives.
You got your mileage out of Brad Richardson this year, didn't you?
Yeah, he's been good. I'm glad to see him get double digits there. I was hoping he could find one more somewhere, and maybe he can keep going. But he got to 10 tonight, so it's. But he's a guy that you like to see those guys like that get rewarded with a goal now and then, but he's a guy that does so much more than that. Like he's in the trenches hard, and that's why we signed him. He's been a good signing for us.
You mentioned Mike's play tonight. Obviously made a lot of big saves in his game since he's returned. I think his save percentage now is .962. You mentioned the other night, team isn't playing with as much pressure as it might. So how much stock do you put into what he's doing right now?
Well, he's come back, and it's obvious that he's feeling good. He's feeling healthy, and it's allowing him to play well. So, it's a step in the right direction, similar as last year, where he missed some time and then played real well in the World Championship. So that's what you got to bank on, that he's finally real good and healthy. You should have a good summer of training and show up next year. Hopefully he can start just the way he's finishing.
With Max to reach 50 points, would you have thought that was a attainable goal at the start of the season? He set the rookie record for assists for the Coyotes too.
I didn't have a point total for those guys, any of them, but I knew they were going to get a great opportunity. So it's what they were going to do with the opportunity that we'll see. And Max especially, you get 50+ points. That's a lot of points for a young player. So I give him a ton of credit. He's played very well. Duclair's racked up some points. Martinuke's been real good. So that's from the young forwards. Those are, if you just, I had a kind of idea where I thought we would be scoring-wise, and all three of those guys exceeded my expectations of kind of where I thought they'd be. So that's a good step.
Is Marty gonna travel with you?
I don't know yet. I'll talk to the trainers here. I'm hoping so, but I haven't heard anything to the.
Dave, Mike had the good start, and then he had the dip, and then he had the injury. He said it was important to him to show everybody how he was, what kind of goalie he was here at the last 3 weeks. Was it important for the organization and for you to see that?
Yeah, he started out real well, and then I think his injury bothered him. Like he went about a month with that injury trying to play through it, and I think it was really bothering him, because if you look at the first 10 games of the season, he was really, really good. I mean, we went into L.A. and into Anaheim there a couple games where he was outstanding. So I think the injury really bothered him. That's why I feel good about he's come back healthy. We give him lots of time. He got good and healthy, and now we're seeing the results of that. So hopefully the start and the finish, where he's played really well and been healthy, is a good sign.
Tip, you just mentioned the positives. Can you elaborate a little bit on some of the things that you like for the season, and conversely some of the challenges in the off-season here?
Well, the challenge, the positives are obviously the young players we put in our lineup and the opportunity that they've got. The negatives, you're not going to be a playoff team in this league if you give up more goals than you score. And you just look at the standings right now, the teams that are, if you are not on the plus column in the goals for and against, your chances of making the playoffs are very limited. So in that respect, we've got a lot of work to do. There's a couple things in that. It's goaltending, it's team defense, it's taking less penalties. We've taken a lot of penalties. Fortunately, we've got a lot of power plays too. We're near the top of the league on both sides of it, so one goes with the other. But taking less penalties, I mean, there's a lot of factors in there. So for me, the factor, if we're going to improve as a team, our goals against has to improve.